Boomer Bust.
Woohoo!
Tell me who you are.
Yeah, my name is Chris Padgett. I'm the director of Boom and Bust. So,
And you're from Aliquippa?
I live in Aliquippa, live in Beaver County for about, let's see, since 2015. So,
So Bernadette is from Aliquippa. She's the documentary there.
oh, hi.
She won last year.
Oh, yeah, I looked up the film, yeah. It looked really good. I was, thank you, I appreciate that.
And we got her distribution. We might get you some distribution. We'll see
Oh,
what
okay.
happens.
That'd be great.
So tell them the hardest part of making the film.
Yeah, so the hardest part of making the film, I think people have said with documentaries, is kind of the edit. But I think we didn't really go out knowing we were going to shoot a documentary. The idea behind my film is a team of people went from Beaver County, Pennsylvania, to down to Louisiana. And it was informed by the Shell petrochemical plant that came to Beaver County, and a lot of people kind of having this narrative from our area of like, this is a good thing, this is economy, this is jobs, and a lot of people kind of like, maybe whose voices weren't heard, that were kind of on the fence about it or against it. And so the group of people I went with were trying to wrestle with, what do you do when you have so much history kind of informing decisions of industry having been a good thing for our area. In a lot of ways it has been, and the complexity of that and how it's not great for a lot of people. And so I kind of delve into the history of our area, how a lot of black people were marginalized and left behind when people vacated the area, a lot of white people who were able to. And then how environmental racism continues like down in Louisiana. And so it's kind of these people that went down to Louisiana kind of trying to wrestle with these big forces and being a part of this community and what do you do, so.
And how did you manage the logistics of your film? How did you?
A lot of it was me riding in the car, filming people and asking, like right before we went into a meeting, when we talked to advocates, like, do you mind if I film this? Do you mind if I hear a little bit of your story? Sometimes it was slapping GoPros in the corner of a car right before I knew a conversation was gonna happen. That part's kind of fun, but at the same time, later I'm like, if I had more time to set up, I could have made the audio better, things like that, so.
Now, now how long does your film run?
My film is about 120 minutes.
Right.
Or no, it's not 2 hours, sorry. It's 90 minutes.
90 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 87 I thought maybe.
Yeah, it might be, yeah. Mhm.
Okay, now, what was your budget, if you don't mind?
Our budget, well, I work for a couple of nonprofits, and
That's
so.
that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, so it was kind of like, I'm a community filmmaker, and I kind of will go around listening to people's stories and things like that, and this just happened to be a larger project as I'm a contracted storyteller with the organization, so.
Okay, then get everybody the elevator pitch of why they should come to see your movie.
I think that one of the things that I tried to bring out in the film was maybe narratives that are not often heard, and also people who are down in Louisiana who are maybe fighting this fight and are maybe not having a ton of support, but are kind of trying to fight a fight of, there's one particular group in Louisiana that was just a small, like, black neighborhood of people who were trying to get this petrochemical facility to not be there, even though they had so many around them. And I think it's a human story, but it's also a story of like, what do we do when so much of our past informs the decisions we make, and maybe that past is not something we should rely on. So.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and
Thanks.
congratulations. Okay, you got it.